It's KGB. Live show. We gon' set it right. Live show. We only tell the truth. Live show. We gon' set it right. Live show. The true straight way.
Straight from the scripture.
Straight way.
To you straight, no chaser.
The true straight way.
Straight from the scripture.
Straight way.
To you straight, no chaser.
The true straight way.
All right. Shalom. Welcome to the KGB live show with your host, Brother Kabir Gbaja-Biamila.
Glory, hallelujah. Woo! Glory, hallelujah. Got a live audience here. Hold on.
Uh-oh. What's going on? This is unscripted, guys. I don't know what's going on here.
I gotta have clean glasses.
Oh, I see.
Your glasses are clean. You can think clear. You know, I gotta make sure that I'm seeing things. Just like my.
Make sure you're seeing what you need to see, right?
Well, what we have in here today, Brother David, guys. Thank you guys for coming back on the KGB Live show. We have here at 7 p.m. Trying to start on time, and I appreciate you guys' faithfulness. So anyway, Brother David, give us the announcement here.
Yes, sir. Yep. Hallelujah. Well, bless y'all, saints. Let's get a quick audio check. How we coming in?
8 for great.
8 for great. What do they put for not great?
Huh?
What do you want me to put for not
0.
Great? A 0?
0 for yeah. So where's the KGB show? Where's all the KGB stuff?
What?
Okay. Where's the KGB cup? Okay, you got one. Hey, you have a drink over here.
Yeah, that was yours.
Oh, I didn't know it was in the bathroom.
Okay, that was yours. Anyway, sorry guys, 1 second here, everyone.
Maybe I think this.
Couch here. All right, well, let's go through some quick announcements, everyone. We got some 8. All right, hallelujah. 10, we in, baby. Somebody's putting a 10. That's Pastor Corey. Bless you, Pastor Corey. Shalom. Shout out to Straightway KC, Straightway Indiana. I see you guys. Hallelujah. Well, without further ado, you guys know what we usually do. Our routine is going through some quick announcements. Obviously, we're going to mention the last Shabbat service. Pastor Dow is back in town. He's back on the land, back in HQ headquarters. I'm glad he was able to get some rest. Hopefully, I guess I haven't gotten the intel of whether he did get rest or anything, but he was able to get away for a little bit of time, and I guess come back to a bunch of drama, unfortunately. But bless you, Pastor, if you're listening, or if you're going to listen later on. Thank you so much for the word that you gave this past Shabbat. Powerful message by our shepherd. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Make sure you guys go and even subscribe to Pastor Dow's channel, Brother Kabir's channel. And then there's Straightway Tech Team. There's also Pastor Corey, which he's on the chat right now. Go subscribe to their channel. And then also we have a obviously Straightway Live. To make sure you guys catch the live services from Straightway every single Shabbat. So that's pretty much it. Obviously we had Sister to Sister last week. Go check it out if you guys haven't seen that. And then we'll go through upcoming announcements here in a little bit after the show. But Brother Kabir, how you doing tonight, bro?
Well, guys, I had guys. Sometimes I always wonder.
Well, let's title of the show tonight.
The title show.
They hate us.
They hate us. The title show is They Hate Us. But guys, I gotta tell you, the hate is real. I tell you right now, the hate is real. Let me. So today I had something that I had prepared, a Bible study that I had prepared for you guys. But we can postpone this. This all of a sudden took precedence because some things happened today, and then I just found out that you see I got my Ishaya here bringing me drink here. This is for you, R. Kelly. Is it? And she called me master. Oh my goodness! Lord have mercy! My goodness! All right. Well, hey, thank you so much.
You shouldn't be smiling right now.
You should not be smiling. You're looking like you're
you
enjoying
look like
it.
You're happy. Like you're not
Say hi.
oppressed.
Say hi to everybody.
Shalom, everybody.
Right there. You see that? That's my Ishaya. And that's my property. Yep, that's my property. Yes. Are you oppressed?
No.
Right there. She's not oppressed. She's not oppressed right there. So, anyway, we're going to talk about some R. Kelly here. And I may even bring my Ishaya if she's not busy. So the hate is real. So today I was on the phone with a public servant. I was on the phone with a public servant. You guys all know we have the event, the gathering of us here at Straightway Praise Assembly. You guys know it's going to be on the 16th. After the Shabbat. So after the Shabbat, we're going to have a debate against Brother Bud versus Ron Young, the headmaster at Providence Academy. Is going to be. We have it right now at 6:00 p.m. That will be after the Shabbat will be over by that time. So it'll be first day. So if you guys are arriving, like I said, we are trying to make some accommodations. We got people all scheduled here, and so if you guys have any questions, we will give you guys a number. Maybe down below if you guys have any, if anybody just trying to get, I know people trying to get address or whatever, so we may put the address down there so you guys know how to get here. So if you put it this way, if you don't have the address here,
they can always email.
If you don't have it, email us and we'll email you back right the address. So we have had some people do that don't know how to get to Straightway Praiseland. If you need to know how to get here, just email us at the KGB live show, and we will email you the address.
And the email is the KGB live show
at gmail.com. Yes, KGB.
Which you guys will see here in a little bit towards the end of the show anyway. So.
Yep. So do that, and then we can get that to you. So I'm not putting my address for the whole world to see. So if you guys are coming, just email me, and I'll get that address to you. So the hate is real. So I was talking to a public servant here where I live. We live here at Straightway Praiseland. We are in the village of Hobart, a little bit outside of Green Bay, and I was told that I need a permit. I need a permit to have the gathering, this assembly, this upcoming. Actually, people are going to be here throughout the week, but I have to have a permit. A permit means I need permission. Guys, I've been living in this area since 2003. How many years is that? 2003. I've been in this village for 2000 and paying a lot of property tax. I don't even know if I should be doing that, but I pay a lot of property tax. Never had an issue.
Well, let me ask you first,
yes.
They probably don't know.
Yes.
Brother Kabir, have you ever, and from 2003 up until even now, or let's say 2 years ago, let's go back to
2 years, even when I was
did you ever, out of a fluke, ever have an event, quote unquote, in brackets, here at Praiseland during that time?
Have I ever had an event?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Before 2 years, the last 2 years, or before?
No. From 2003.
Oh my goodness, many. I have had many. Even the mayor of Green Bay was here.
Could you maybe just run down a few of the events that you might have had?
We had an event called it was for the Providence Academy. It's a Christian a private school, a classical Christian school. I think we had 4 events here, and we have had people from celebrities, from Packer players to the mayor to politicians. All come to this event.
Didn't you have a concert here once too?
Had a concert with the Katinas for my ex-wife's birthday. I know. Guys.
Well, this is prior.
This is prior to coming to the truth. But for her 40th birthday, we had the Katinas. This is a Christian group. Had them come over. We have had
Beatles.
Yeah, we had my celebration for my being inducted to the Packer Hall of Fame, and we had people come to that. And never have I ever had to have a permit for me to have any of the. I even had one open to the public. Now I did reach out to the public servants about because we had a movie night when we first moved in and wanted to show a Christian movie called Jonathan's Story, some type of movie. It was a Christian event, and I just invited. It was open house. It was open house. And that one I didn't know how parking was going to be. And that one I just called in just to say, hey, we're going to have park. Is there a way you want us to park? How should we do it? And you just have to park on one side of the road and everything is good.
You said something key there, though.
Yeah.
You said a public event.
A public event, yes.
Right. So is it safe to say that the other events that you might have had
It was all private.
It was a private.
It was a
event.
private event. Obviously, amongst the Christians, most of those are all just private event. But I only had one public event here. I've had politicians come in here. You know, state politicians do their campaigning. Right. I've opened my house up for that, and never did I ever have to ask for a permit. Ever. I just it just blows my mind. And out of all of the events in closed brackets, in all the events, this is going to be the smallest.
That's true.
And I need a permit. I mean, why would I think I need a permit?
Now, let me ask you this. Who the hell told these people about the event?
I talked to this public servant, and just being ambiguous on who I talked to, it doesn't matter. But the point is, I talked to a public servant. And they are servants for the public. And I am public.
Sworn.
Made an oath to the Constitution. Right? Do I have my Constitution here? Where's my Constitution?
We have them all over the place right now.
I have it all over the place. Look at the Constitution. I got it right here. Constitution, United States Constitution here. And this public servant told me I have to get a permit or I will be cited. I will pay a fine. Yep. What? That I'll have to pay my hard-earned money, have to pay for not filling out the application. For a private assembly. And it's not even, it's my family. This is literally my family. All the years I played for the Packers and people came to visit to see my game. Did I need a permit for that too? A permit. So anyway, let me save that for the rest of the story. That's the main thing. And then all of a sudden I'm getting ready for the KGB live show. I'm trying to pick up the nice shirt. Boom, boom, boom. I get a call. I think Michael Israel's calling me. Then I get a call from Brother David. He says, Kabir, you made it. You've done it. I think I win. Then I win an award. Hey,
congratulations.
I'm thinking, congratulations. What did I do? I made it to the list. And now exposing Brother Kabir Gbaja-Biamila KGB as an oppressor. If you guys haven't seen it, you've seen his video talking about the fact that Pastor Dow is literally what does he call him? Is he calling him an antichrist? What is he?
He's calling him a cult leader.
He's calling him a cult leader.
And he's comparing it to
Jim Jones, to Waco, to
David
the Davidian Koresh, all this stuff. And then I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at the video, seeing him talking about my pastor. This is my pastor.
Let me just.
I'm already offended that he's talking about my pastor, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, that's me. What does he have to say about me? And then I see my Ishaya.
You've never even addressed him.
I've been hearing Art Kelly. What's his name? What's his name? Richardson Kelly? I'm thinking, is he talking about Art Kelly, the musician?
Richardson Jelly.
Okay. I don't know nothing about this dude. And he drags me into this crap. So they say congratulations.
Let me read a little bit of what was said, because obviously you're addressing it at this moment. Just so people have some context. If you guys don't know what's going on, I guess it's probably best. I don't know. Yeah. But if you guys are followers and subscribers to Brother Kabir's channel, I think it would be good for you guys to know what's going on.
hey, brother, spiritual combat said R jelly. Yes.
He stopped in the middle.
Yes.
Like a jelly donut. Yeah. Anyway, should a woman be demanded by her husband to call her master? This is what Pastor Dow, Michael Israel, the former NFL player Kabir, I wonder who that is.
Former NFL. He called me, he put all the titles and everything.
And others from Straightway teach. He spelled Straightway wrong, by the way, so we might be talking about somebody else, I guess. But anyway, I've been in this ministry for, I think I'm coming on almost 5 years now. I've never heard one time where Pastor Dow or Michael Israel or even you said that it was a requirement for women in this ministry to call their husbands master. I've never heard it.
I've never heard it. Matter of fact, I know there was something that it was my idea for, me and Brother Dave. Yeah, from my house. But this is before I had a woman. I just remember saying that when I get me a woman, I was telling Brother David, I'm going to have her call me master. And I'll let you tell the story because people think I'm making this thing up. We were just talking.
We were just dialogue, right? We were having dialogue, and I think I don't remember how we got into the subject, but we were just having a conversation, and you said, I want to separate how my wife addresses me and how she addresses other men. She said, so you said, I think I want my wife to call me master, and then she can call other men sir. But to me, I'm gonna be set apart in that. And I heard it. I'm like, man, I love that. That's beautiful. Because at that time, I'm rearranging my household, and I'm even calling my wife ma'am. So I think we show our women respect.
I say yes, ma'am. Yep.
We say yes, ma'am. That's a sign of endearment, right? Of authority.
Honoring
Sure.
the woman as the weaker vessel.
And she was calling me sir during that time, and I would call her ma'am, and due respect in a certain context. And then based off conversation, then I started applying it into my household. And so I said, you know what, babe, I still call her babe.
Yep. Same time too. Yeah.
Address me as master. First, it was in public, just to so you separate who you're addressing, and I know who you're talking to, and you can call other men sir. And then later on, it just became such a norm that now she does it. It's just proper. It's just normal conversation. The same way that I say yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the
So that's the story. So and now people.
But just to say this, just to clarify, disclosure. Brother Kabir never told me, "Hey, David, make your wife call you master."
Never. That was. And maybe I wanted to be the one, but I didn't have an Ishai at the time.
Right.
So
I was the guinea pig. Let's see how it works.
And so he did it, and now I get my. And even when I met with Sister Bree, I told her that this is something that I'm going to require her to call me. Now, here's the part I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this R. Kelly or R. Jelly or whatever his name is, right? I'm trying to wrap my head. I played football, right? And when you come in, you don't call these, we call them coaches. You don't call coaches by their first name. No. It's always, they had a title, coach. You could, coach so-and-so, coach so, blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's no, it's not, I mean, what is that? That's called, if it was a teacher, you call him Mr. or Mrs. Or if anytime, if you're dealing with I'm assuming in the military, they have, names or whatever. You don't just be calling people, just out of their name. If it was my dad, yes, sir, no, sir, things of that nature. So out of a sign of respect, now I'm learning things about sir, so that's a whole nother story right there. Right. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's a title that she calls me out of respect. But why do I want my woman to call me respect? Because you have to understand, I was married for 16 years. And let me look at it, I don't want to spend too much time on this R. Jelly dude. But for 16 years, I had a woman, she can call me, and she can call me boo. She can call me bubba. She can call me babe. She can call me whatever. It didn't even matter. And the only time she actually, when she actually used the word of sir, it was in a mocking way. Just let me tell you how she would do it. Yes, sir. Yes, that's how she would do it. She would, in a mocking way.
Mocking your office.
Mocking the office of headship, master.
Which was established by the Most High.
And here's the crazy part. This is how my ex-wife treated me. And you have to understand, R. Kelly would love my ex-wife. I mean, he would probably throw out the red carpet and forget calling her elder. She'll be a damn pastor. I mean, the way this guy is talking. But listen to this. In Ephesians, if you look at Ephesians, right? Chapter 5, verse 22. What does it say? It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. Or master, if you look behind the English word. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject to Christ, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. According to R. Kelly, R. Jelly, he would think that my ex-wife was great. Amazing. She never called me by any of those titles. And any time she used any type of word of honor or respect, she mocked it. And it would have been perfectly fine in Christianity. And now we have a sister who actually calls me master in a way to reverence me according to, what does it say here? Did it not say here in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 33? That nevertheless, let every one of you particularly to love his wife even as himself. And wives, see to it that you reverence her husband. Guys, I don't understand what's up with this R. Kelly dude and why he has an issue with a woman in her own free consent. No one put a gun to my woman, my Ishaya, and told her she had to do this. All she had to do is say no. She doesn't have to be with me. Once it was identified that I was interested in her, we did our talking. She knew exactly what she was getting into. She, in her own free will, says, yes, I will marry you. There you have it. I'm not trying to get somebody that don't want to submit to me. If you don't want to submit to me, bye. I'm going to keep on moving. You're not the only woman. There's many women out there. There's many fish in the sea. I don't have to sit here and chase a woman who don't want to. If you don't want to call me master, keep on moving. I got me a one who don't have a problem calling me a master. She don't have a problem submitting to me.
You might get a brother who wants to be called Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Big Bubba.
And if that's what he wants to be called, there's no law against it.
Right.
There's no law against it. So, hey, but let me tell you my heart why. Now, I would never ask my woman to do anything that I'm not willing to do for my master. I have a master. And guess what? I'm his property too. I am the property of Yeshua HaMashiach. He bought me with a price by the blood. He bought me. That's why I'm even here able to talk, stand, and live for Jesus because of what he did. Okay, so I'm a property. And I have a master. And I don't have a problem calling my master, my Messiah. I don't have a problem calling him master. What's wrong with that? And guess what? I'm also considered a bride of Christ. Am I not?
Come on.
So if I call my master, Jesus, what's wrong with my woman calling me master?
Come on.
Is she not my bride as I am his bride? It's the same thing. Am I not the property of Jesus? Aren't you the property of Jesus?
Oh, yeah.
Freddie, are you the property of Jesus? Are you the property of Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Everybody thinks they're property of Jesus. These are men. I'm talking to grown men. They all believe that they're property of Yeshua HaMashiach. Gladly. We don't have a problem. It's not oppressive.
Privilege.
We in our own free will want to be the property of Jesus Christ. Before we were property of the world. Before we were slaves to the world, to sin. Now we've been set free from sin, and now we can follow our master.
Let me quote something. Unfortunately, I'm not going to quote it verbatim, but what do you think about this idea? And this was mentioned in the video that R. Jelly released.
Yeah.
To the context of what's being said according to what is considered disrespecting your woman, we can conclude that what he believes is saying is being to disrespect your woman or to treat her in an oppressive way is to make her call you master or to make her submit, all this stuff, right? Now, within that context, we have that understanding, right? Mm-hmm. That he later on says this, that if the men of Israel continue to disrespect and dishonor their wives, Yah will not hear from
our prayers. Yeah,
he won't hear our prayers. I've never read this in the Bible, brother. Now, maybe please enlighten me. If you read this, please let me know.
He says, likewise, this is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, and giving honor unto the wife as the weaker vessel, being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Where in the hell does it say you have to respect your wife? It says honor her as the what? As what? Weaker vessel. That's what it says right there. Weaker vessel. She's the weaker vessel. She was created for me. I was not created for her, just like I was created for Yeshua. And so the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is man. Now, here's why I want my woman, or any woman that I have, call me master. One, because I call my master master. And so I would never expect much from my woman that I don't give to my master.
Right.
So if I can call my master master, damn it, she can call me master. Okay. If I think I'm a property of my master, then damn it, she's my property too. Now, let me read. This is what it says. It says right here in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. It says right here, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women, I am preparing my woman, Bree, to be a holy woman of Yah. That's my whole goal. I'm trying to shape her and create her into my likeness. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to be set apart. I'm trying to live a life so that I can be a beautiful, a radiant church to my master. So I'm doing the same for her.
Exactly.
I'm doing the same thing. The Bible says to love your wife like your own body. If I'm doing it for me, How hateful would it be for me not to do it for her too? I love my woman. I love her. And I want to make sure she makes it to the kingdom. I want to give her every opportunity to make it to the kingdom. Because if she can't call me master, who she can't see, how can she call Jesus, who she can't see, master?
Come on, bro.
I'm in the seat of Yeshua HaMashiach. He says, you treat your husband just like Christ Jesus himself. So that's where it comes from. So let me keep reading. It says, verse 6. It says, adore themselves and being subject to their own husband, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him master, Lord. It says Lord in the King James.
That's a trigger word.
Yeah.
Obey.
Yeah, obey. Look, he said obey.
Obey.
So was Abraham oppressive too? Was he abusing his woman? Is Yeshua abusing us? Are you saying that he's an oppressor too?
You know what I think, honestly?
Man.
If I can just insert this real quick. I think it takes a level of denial. The fact that you'll judge another man and what he does with his household based off what you cannot do in your household.
Yep.
So it's basic, right? I could say this: the fact that certain men are in a position more weaker, they've submitted themselves to their wives, that they can't even imagine making their wives be obedient to them. So when they see another man doing it in a righteous way, it says, well, how is he doing it without being, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And so they assume
because you sit there negotiating with your woman. That's why. You sit there and negotiate, trying to get her to do what you want her to do, but the whole time, she's the alpha. She's the omega in that relationship, and you just a simp. R. Kelly, you are a simp. That's what you are. For you to try to judge me, you have no right to judge me being a simp. Only a man can judge me, not you. So, and then you're going to sit here and disrespect our pastor too? Man, you who are you? Man, telling everybody to leave. Everybody should leave your ass. And anybody that wants to be a simp, then stay with him. So anyway, that's why I want my woman to call me master, because I want her to be like the old women of time, like Sarah. I believe she's the daughter of Sarah. That's what Sarah did. She obeyed her master, her husband, and called him master. Whatever the names you had, Adonai or whatever. But the point is, in this time that we live in the language you speak in, that's what a woman needs to call her man master. That's what she needs to call me. I don't know whatever David wants, whatever Brother Freddie wants, whatever Pastor Dow wants. It doesn't matter. It's what I want to be called. So you sitting here judging me and telling me what law says that she can't call me master? Show me what law that can't say she man. You just saw her right here come and bring me my drink. Came in here and said hi. I didn't even tell her she had to do that. She more than willingly to come tell you. I don't have to put a gun to her.
Isn't there a part in the Torah where it talks about that a man even has the authority to cancel an oath or a swearing that she would do?
Yeah, Numbers 30. So guys, I just wanted to address this R. Kelly, Art Jelly situation. So I made the list. The only thing I can say that's good of all of this stuff, I'm honored. I am honored that I am being treated like my shepherd, Pastor Dow. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what my pastor goes through. I must be doing something right. And the hate is real. Matter of fact, let me show you in John 15. I guess if this wasn't happening, maybe we wasn't the truth, because I didn't experience this in Christianity.
I know, everybody loved you.
Everybody loves me. Let me read here to you guys, and this is what I want to talk to you about this whole thing, and I may still talk about this R. Kelly situation, but guys, it's crazy for a man to come in here and tell me how to treat my woman. If she was married to you, then you can have her call you whatever you want to call you. What does your woman call you? Simp? Maybe that's what she calls him. She calls you simp. And you okay with it? Her doo-doo head, what? Shit head, what? Shit, I mean, what do you want my woman to call me? What do you want my woman to call me? What did he say? Did he give an answer to it? Did he give an answer? How is a woman supposed to show her man that she reverence him?
He ended up with the word sir. Just
and do you
call
even,
him sir.
if you knew what sir, man, I won't even go there. Okay. Anyway. We could talk about sir, the definition, because I've been learning about that. But anyway,
tell them to look it up.
Look up the word sir, and you'll see. My woman don't call me sir; she calls me master. That's what she's gonna call me. What does my brother Robert always Rob say? She can call me master. So that's it. But yeah, she can call me master. So let me read here. It says, If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore, the world hates you. Remember the word that I said unto you, that the servant, the servant, who's that? I'm the servant. This is my master talking right here. He said the servant is not greater than his master.
Oh, no.
Our Lord. What, Jesus, are you oppressing the people? What do you mean? Why are you using this analogy, Jesus? You calling you master, servant? What's going on? Let me keep reading. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And if they have kept my sayings, they will also keep yours also. But all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. R. Kelly does not know Yeshua HaMashiach. Ooh. The fact that he's coming after me, the fact that he's tripping about my woman calling me master, it means he does not know Yeshua HaMashiach. He does not know Jesus.
He doesn't know who sent you.
And so all you people that's following this R. Kelly guy, he's not of Jesus. How are you going to get on a man for trying to mold his woman into a holy woman of Yah, the daughter of Zion, the daughter of Sarah? How can you do that? You must be the Antichrist. You got to be moving on that. You can't be a man of Yah. You can't have the Holy Spirit flowing in you. Attacking the saints, attacking our pastor, attacking me. I don't even know you. I just met you one time at the Hebrew conference, and now you getting on me because my woman calls me master. In her own free will. You oppressive. So anyway, let me calm down here, guys. I don't even know who this R. Kelly, but he drugged me in here. Yeah. So anyway,
mind your own business.
So listen to this. So I'm here. I've been living here in this community, in this what they call it a community, but this village. The village of Hobart since 2003. So that will put me where? Where am I going? That will put me close to 15 years. 15, 16, 17 years, right? Am I 19? So you got 03.
In this county?
In this county. I'm in Brown County.
16.
16 years. Oh, yeah, because as long as I've been married. Yeah, 17. So 16 years I've been in this county. Faithful property tax payer. I mean, I've been here.
Taxpayer.
I'm going to be a former, but I'm still paying right now. But paying tax, no problem. Never had a run-in with the law until my ex-wife divorced me. Never had an issue. And now I'm being told by these people who said they are here to protect and to serve, public servants, telling me I need to get their permission to have a private assembly in my house.
On your private property.
On my private property.
A gated property.
I need permission. So guys, I'm not making this thing up. Let me show you here. Here is the contract that I am being forced to sign. If I don't sign this, I will be fined. Look, I have to sign. You see that right there? That's a signature. I'm going to read this to you guys because I want you guys to see something here. Look at this. It says notice. Ooh, we've been putting out notice. Notice. This application must be on file in the office of the village clerk a minimum of 60 days prior to the date of the event. How many days is our supposedly special event?
From today?
Yeah.
We're like 5 days away.
5 days. So what if, I'm literally, they want me to literally be at the mercy of the village where I pay tax. I'm probably one of the highest taxpayer here, property taxpayer. And they want me to get permission?
But they're breaking their own rules right there. They said minimum of 60 days, and they're wanting you to do it now. So isn't it
this is what he said. He said I should have known. How would I have known this with all the events, all of the meetings I've had here?
That?
Huh?
Did you mention that?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He says, well, you should have known that. But people are scared.
What about previously? How come those never?
I know. I can't, David. That's what's blowing me away. But because of straightway, because you know what? I'm gonna answer your question. Read John 15. Go to John. You want to know what? Here's why. Here's what happened.
John 15.
John 15 verse 18. Read. This is what he asked me, Kabir. What out of all the events? Why are they asking you now? Read. You have it?
15 what?
Verse 18.
Verse 18. It says, this is John chapter 15, verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
There you have it. Keep reading.
If you were of the world.
I was of the world for a long time. I was of the world for 40 years. And I mean, man, they love me. I mean, this same public, they all love me. Green Bay Packer, Hall of Famer. Packer Hall of Famer, all-time sack leader. Love me. Woo! I mean, it was amazing. They were proud to say KGB is part of our community. KGB, now they want my ass out of here now. They want to run me out of town. Can you believe this? Why? Because of Jesus, my master. Keep reading.
The world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
Guys, listen. I was chosen. I didn't say, I want to have a dream one day to scare the shit out of me. No. I'm just, trying to follow the Most High to the best of my ability like I knew. I'm, doing all this stuff, and I have a dream, and the Most High says, you do not love me. John 14:50 says, if you love me, you will. If you love me, you will.
Keep my commandments.
Keep my commandments. I love Jesus. I love Yeshua HaMashiach. I know people want to get on me with the names and whatever. But I love him. I love Jesus of the Bible. I love Jesus of the Torah, of the epistles, what we call the Holy Bible. I love that Jesus, not the Jesus that they've created out there in the world. I love this book. I love his laws, his commandments, his precepts. I love him. In Christianity, they taught you how much he loves you. He's a good father. It's who I am. It's who I am. They talk about how much he loves you. But how do we love him? And Jesus says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. So damn it, I'm keeping his commandments. I want to keep his commandments. Why? Why, David, do I want to keep his commandments?
Because you love him.
Because I love him. It's all about love for me. That's it. Why does Bree keeps my commandment? Why do you think Bree keeps my commandment?
She loves you.
Man, Bree, if you listen to there, you come down here. I want you to come down here and you tell people, why do you keep my commandments? Why do you call me master? If you hear this, you come down here. But until she comes down here, let him finish. Keep reading.
Therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his master.
See, I told you I told you about my master. No one likes I'm not greater than my master, and my woman is not greater than me. Just like I'm not greater than my master, and I'm a servant, and I'm proud to be a servant of Yeshua HaMashiach. Keep reading.
If they have persecuted me.
Oh, so if they persecuted Jesus, he was not only persecuted, they hung him up on a tree and beat the crap out of him to the point where you don't even recognize him anymore. So what do I expect? Keep reading.
They will also persecute you.
I guess so we must be in the truth then, right?
Right.
Our pastor must be in the truth because ever since I've been in the truth, he's been persecuted. Called all types of stuff. Lied upon. Talked about he's this, he's that. Nothing compared to the man that I know. Not the man that I've broken bread with. Not the man that I've spent the night at his house. Talking to this man. Boom. Spend time with him. And all these things that they levy against him, all these lies, assertions. Now they're doing it to me. And I know me. I know me. Maybe Pastor snuck one through me. Maybe he's doing some stuff I didn't know about. But now they're doing it to me. I actually know what I do when I wake up, when I sleep, when I go use the restroom, when I take a shower. I know what I do, and now I'm considered a bad guy. Dang. I must be doing something right. Keep reading.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake.
For his name's sake, because I'm following Jesus. No longer about the Green Bay Packers. It's no longer about KGB or Packer Hall of Fame. It's about Jesus. This whole thing is about Yeshua HaMashiach. And now because of his name, I'm being persecuted. I've been persecuted by the Christians. Now I'm being persecuted by public servants where I pay their salary, literally. And now I need their permission to have a private event with my family. Crazy. Bree, come here. Come here. Let's see. Bree, Look, I'm gonna give her my seat for my own woman. Isn't that crazy? Oh, look it. What you want to do?
I can sit on the floor.
Okay, you can sit on the floor. But look it. I was willing to give her my seat. You know, I haven't seen Pastor do stuff like that. So, Sister Bree.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I don't want to. You say what you want to say. Why do you keep my commandments?
Because I love you, and it's being obedient.
You hear that? She loves me, and she's being obedient. Who do you love more than me?
The Father.
What's wrong with that, R. Kelly? Please tell me what the hell is wrong with that. Bree, seriously, do you have a gun? I don't have my gun on me or anything. Do you have any type of thing making you say these things?
No, Master.
And she's smiling. Why are you smiling so? I mean, what are you cheesing about?
My character.
According to R. Kelly, you're supposed to be sad. You oppress. Or do I abuse you?
No, Master.
Do I expect you to be the very best?
Yes, Master.
Is it easy?
No, it's not easy.
Ooh, what time out? She says she's not being abused. She's saying that, she wants to be, I expect to be very best. And she says it's not easy. It's not easy for me to follow my master too. But I willingly do it because I love him.
Come on.
She is just a reflection of me. And I should be a reflection of Yeshua. Do you think it was easy for Jesus to go on the tree? What did he say? Not my will, but his will be done.
Come on, bro. It's simple. It's simple.
Do I make you do everything you want to do? Or do I make you do things you don't want to do?
You make me do things I don't want to do.
Woo.
Uh-oh.
Do you hear this? Guess what? You know what she reminded me of? My playing days. I had a coach named Jethro Franklin. I think he's coaching with the Oakland Raiders. He says, I'm going to make you do things you don't want to do so you can go to places you always wanted to go. And I hated the stuff he had me doing. But damn it, I love it because I ended up getting a great contract. I ended up going to the Packer Hall of Fame. I ended up doing a lot of good things. But I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't have a coach who pushed me and made me do things I didn't want to do. He came up early in coach practice. I had to go there early. I had to leave late. And when everybody else was going in, I'm like, why was I chosen? Out of all the people, how come I have to stay behind? But guess what? Just like he says, he chose you out of the world. My coach chose me. And out of all the sisters I chose her. This is my first. Why do I do everything? Why do you think I do all the things I do to you? All the hard things I make you do. Why do I do it?
I mean, it's to
From your perception, go.
It's to make you better. You always say, I'm going to make you do things that you are uncomfortable doing. And it's like, if we can't do the things here, then how are we going to survive in heaven? So it makes me better as a person. Even right now, with like planning for the Saints coming, this is new for me. So
This is hard.
it's not easy.
And we need permission from the village of Hobart. Shit! Look at she gotta get permission. I got what the? Okay, let me calm down. I'm going to 10. So now, so ask you this stuff. Do you have any doubt that I love you?
I know you love me. I don't have any doubt. No.
Why do you know that I love you? How do you know that I love you? Tell the people here. Look into this camera. Tell R. Kelly. R. Kelly, are you watching?
Okay, let's get
R. Jelly, look.
Okay, because
listen. Okay, let me.
People are coming in the chat late.
Okay.
And
Oh.
they're thinking you're talking about the real R. Kelly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not talking about R. Kelly, the musician. I'm talking about what's his name?
Richardson Kelly.
So okay. I just like call him Art Kelly.
It's easier to say.
It's just easier for me to say.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. So I'm talking about not
You're
R.
like,
Kelly.
I'm confused.
Hey, R. Kelly. I ain't talking about you,
Kelly.
bro.
Like, what
No,
are
I'm
you
not
doing?
talking. I don't know. Hey. I'm talking about Richardson Kelly. Richardson Kelly. That's who I'm talking. Now tell Richardson Kelly there. How do you know that I love you?
You make me keep the Father's commandments. If you're the example and I'm following you, so it's plain. It's right. It's plain.
Have I ever asked you to do anything that I'm not willing to do for my master?
No.
How do you know that I'll do anything for my master? Do you tell him?
You're on me all the time, like every day, morning and night. So I mean,
you see this? This is a real woman. R. Kelly, Richardson Kelly. This is a real woman. You need to have your woman call my woman so she can teach her how to be a woman. Because obviously you don't have a real woman. And she's younger. She got the spirit. That's the right spirit to have.
Submission as well too. You give up yourself as being single, going from into a marriage. It's submission. Like it's all or nothing.
Do you hear this? She had to give up. She had to weigh the cost. Was you forced to marry me?
No.
She could have said no. Did you not know what you were getting into? I mean, maybe you didn't experience it, but did I not make it clear what I expected of you?
It was clear, yes, Master.
Very clear. I even try to make sure that I put it all out there so that when she comes, she knows what she's getting into. There's no secrets. Did you know that I wanted you to call me master before I became your master?
Yes, Master.
And she even says, "Oh, so you one of those guys?" I say, "Yep." And I say, "That's a great question. Let me tell you why I want you to call me master." And I pointed her to the scripture. I showed her the epistle. I said, "Don't you want to be a holy woman of Yah?" She says, "Yes." Well, there you have it. And Bree, I think she has don't you have a Instagram? It's called Set Apart Bree. Am I right?
Yes, Master.
That's what I remember. I'm like, hey, don't you set apart? Don't you want to be set apart? Well, that's what a set apart woman acts like. She said, okay. And she said yes anyway. Maybe she talked to you, R. Kelly, Richardson Kelly. You polluted her brain. I'm glad she didn't talk to your ass. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's it. She willingly comes out here and chit-chat. I mean, what am I doing wrong, Brother David? People, am I doing something wrong? R. Kelly, what's wrong? Don't be getting on me and Pastor Dow. You need to start talking to these women.
Yeah.
But they seem like they're at peace. I'm going to tell you, I know what it's like to be like you, R. Kelly. Because guess what? I did it for 16 years and there was no peace. Mm-hmm. Do you know all the stuff I'm going to court. I got to take care of this and this. My life has been turned upside down. But the last 2 years has been the most peaceful life I've ever experienced in my whole life with all the craziness I went through.
Let me assert a Christian quote that I'm sure you've heard before. If you just love her enough, she would willingly submit. She would do whatever. If you just love her and show her so much grace that she would want to just obey you. She would just. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, let me tell you that. That's what a pastor told me. I think it was Pastor Mike LeClaire from Living Hope Church. He said, if you just love her, she can't help but to submit to you. I used to get on my knees and wash my wife's feet and try get her water. And I served her. And she left my ass and took half of everything I ever made and destroyed my family right before my very own eyes. Because her girlfriends told her, leave him to teach him a lesson. So you're not talking to, maybe Pastor Dow cannot relate to that because Pastor Dow is a man's man. I don't think he has a story of ever being a simp. But me, I was a simp. And that key word, was.
Hallelujah.
No more I'm doing that stuff. I did it. I fell for the trap. I followed the Christian ways. And I thought I could follow the American dream. This Constitution. Now I'm starting to find out this is full of shit too. All this stuff. It's like a Matrix. Have anybody seen the Matrix? I've watched it. If you guys ever seen the Matrix, it's like I'm like, oh my goodness, we've been lied to. So now let me read something to you about this permit. Let me go back because I'm gonna break this down for all of you guys. How these police and how these public servants come in and they try to intimidate you. So look what they're telling me. They said I have to fill this thing out. I have to get their permission to have a private assembly in my house. I got to get their permission. What did they say? No. Hey, everybody, I know you guys got plane tickets. Don't come because they say I can't have it here. But come here, it's your house. I know, but this is what they say. You have to sign it. What if I don't sign it? Then we're going to fine your ass. This is crazy. Let me tell you what they want me to do. I'm going to read this to you. This is all the application. And when you look at this application, it's not even for a man. It is for a business. Do we run a business here, guys?
No.
This is not a business. This is a community.
This is family.
This is family. This is where we eat together, worship together, live life together. And now, look what they got me doing here. They want me, look at this. They want me to fill this thing out. It's all business. But let me read this last part where I'm supposed to put my signature in. This is what the signature of the applicant says. It says this. I understand. Ooh-wee!
Not a lot of people, they'd already know.
I understand. stand.
You're part of straightway. You
Turn,
already know what that
turn
means.
that word around. It means stand under. I don't understand. Filing this application does not ensure the insurance of this permit. So that means if I fill this out, there's no guarantee that they're going to give me permission to have a private event on my private property. I mean, the last time I had to get permission was from my daddy or something. I mean, dang. I mean, I thought I'm a grown
I
man.
just found out.
What?
So I think you know what it is.
What?
Because unless they have you sign that, they can't.
They
show
can't.
Up on the
They
property.
can't show up.
But if you do that, they can freely just.
Yes. Now look at this. Yes. Listen to this. Yes. But I'm gonna show you the trap because I'm talking to the public servant. He's telling me this. You have to sign it. The statute says you have to sign it because you're a citizen of this village. I said, I'm not no citizen of this village.
This village? What?
I'm like, I may reside here, but I'm not no
Sleep here
citizen.
from time to time.
I sleep here from time to time, but I'm not no citizen.
You reside in this.
I reside in this body. I like this thing. Let me keep reading. It says, I also understand. It says this. It says, I also understand that all special events sponsor must comply with all applicable village ordinance, traffic rules, park rules, state and county health laws, fire codes, liquor license, regulation. I further stand under, that in a complete application, in the incomplete category shall be cause for denial of the special event. So I can't have my family from all over the world come and visit me. I need permission.
Hey, just a quick side note. Hey, shalom, brother John Hugh. We haven't seen you in a minute.
John Hugh, I've seen you.
He's
He's been talking
he's
to me.
on the chat there.
Okay.
Saying shalom. We haven't. I mean, I've never seen him on the live chat.
Hey, oh yeah. Hey, John, brother John. Yeah, he usually gets to catch you late. So listen to this, guys. Now listen to this. Here's the trap. So they make it seem like I need their permit. But look what else I'm about to sign. See if you guys can pick this up. Hold harmless indemnification of defense. The applicant, listen, the signature, this is the signature of the applicant goes right here. That's where they want me to put my freaking signature. Right here. You see that? Let me read. Hold harmless indemnification in defense. The applicant and the organization agree to indemnify, defend, and hold harmless. Do you know what that means? Yep. Hold harmless the village of Hobart and its officers, officials, employees, and agents from against any and all liabilities, loss, damage, expense, cost, including attorney fees arising out of the activity performed as described herein, caused in the whole or in part by any negligent act or omission of the applicant organization, anyone directly or indirectly employed by any of them, or anyone whose act any of them may be liable, except were caused by sole negligence and willful misconduct of the village. So they literally apply to any of us. Listen to this. They literally want me to act like a company, an organization, a person. Because when you go through here, it's all about a person, which I'm not a person. I'm not a company. I'm not an association. I'm not an organization. This is a private family. This is a family affair.
As far as
this
I've
is
known you, brother,
family affair. Yes.
As far as I've known you, I've never called you person.
Never.
I've never heard anybody call you person.
Do you guys hear what I'm saying?
Anyone.
They want me to sign to give them legal grounds to come into my private property and cause damage and not hold them liable.
Yep.
And not to have to get and to pay for their attorney fees. Do you hear this? You see how they
Crazy.
What did the pastor say? They said they get you wisely with the pen. And they want to try to trick me, say, okay, I gotta sign it because I want my event. I read. That's why it's important for you guys to read and watch what you sign. That's why Torah tells us never to sign. We shouldn't have to sign anything or give an oath. Our word is our bond. But they want me to sign my rights away, my God-given rights. The Constitution. They say I cannot assemble. Let me read something to you guys. It's out of the United States Constitution of the United States of America. Here's what it says in the First Amendment. If I'm not being religiously persecuted, I do not know. And this is a small village. But let me read. First Amendment. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting or establishing of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Am I not being prohibited? Am I not being prohibited to assemble? Let me keep reading. Therefore, abridge the freedom of speech or press or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble or to petition the government for redress or grievance. Are we not peaceful people? Do we not always say shalom? What does shalom mean for people that don't know?
Peace.
Peace. But you got people out there that don't know nothing about straightway. They bring up levy all these charges like this Art Jelly, calling this a cult. People don't even know what a cult is. The Green Bay Packers is a cult. There's no one ever, everybody gets excited about that. And now they're telling me I cannot, they're prohibiting me from me to assemble here in this small village.
But you know what? They're wanting to have notice of event, but we're not having an event, so it doesn't apply to us.
Look at yes, yes, it's not an event. It doesn't even matter if it's an event. It's my event, my home, private event. Let me read something else to you. This is out of the Wisconsin Constitution. Look, guys, I do my homework, guys. Believe it or not, I know people think I'm just a dumb jock, play football, but I actually have brains. And I'm a CFP, Certified Financial Planner, trust me. After you go through that stuff, you can read all types of crazy documents. Look what it says here. I'm going to read this to you guys. Look what it says here. It says, where did I find that? It says, search and seizure. Okay, right here. It says right here, freedom of worship. This is Article 1 in the Wisconsin the Wisconsin Constitution. It says freedom of worship, liberty of conscience, state, religion, public fund, Section 18. So you guys can look this up. And this was amended of 1982. It says the right of every person to worship Almighty God according to the dictates and conscience shall never be infringed, nor shall any person be compelled to attend or erect or support any place of worship or maintain any ministry without consent. They want me to sign a contract with what was this? Undue influence, coercion, communication of threat.
Straight up.
If I don't sign this, now they're gonna come and steal my hard-earned labor, called Federal Reserve notes. They're gonna come and steal it. They're just gonna come and take it. This is like, what's the difference between a bully just coming in and says, "Give me your lunch money, give me your lunch," and if you don't, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. What the heck is a guy supposed to do?
Right, who are you?
So you got this man, a public servant who carried guns, and then he just tells you, you got to sign this contract. Well, I don't agree with the contract. Well, you can't have your event. You can't have your assembly. You can't have your family coming over. Am I in college or something? Am I a slave? I got to get permission from the master?
Who's the servant?
I know who. It's like I got to get permission from my. So that would be like me getting permission from Bree. Bree, is it okay we make love tonight? Hey, Bree, is it okay that I can sleep in the bed? Are you freaking kidding me? You're called a public servant. You're bound by the Constitution of the United States, and you are bound by the Wisconsin Constitution. And you're trying to infringe on my free exercise thereof. Am I making this thing up?
No, you're not.
Guys, I was on the phone with this guy talking, and I got to admit, we had a good conversation for the most part. Talking about the very first thing I was talking about, and then he brought up, hey, I got to change the subject. Hey, I just want to let you know, I hear you have an event. So how do you know about that? He said it was on the internet. I don't think I've done a good job promoting this deal. We only did one YouTube.
Couple videos.
Maybe couple videos. And what are you doing watching my stuff? Are you a commandment keeper?
Are you under investigation?
Are you... What, guys? They're watching me. The hate is real. I've never had an issue since I've been here. I've had multiple events, and now they have an issue with me here in Green Bay, here in Village of Hobart. It's blowing me away. Is this unusual?
It's very unusual. It's not constitutional.
It's very nice. It's not unconstitutional. It's not constitutional. Can you believe that? Now let me read this to you guys. So then look what I did. I did what the public servant told me to do. He says it's my job to pull. I look at this. Look at it. Chapter 250, special event regulations, which don't even pertain to me. The whole thing. It continues talking about a person. I'm not a person. I am a man, a human, a living being, a soul. I'm not a corporation. I'm not some dead entity. I have brains. And now, all of a sudden, because I moved in town, when I signed, I didn't know I had to follow this stuff.
It doesn't apply to you.
It doesn't even apply to me. Now, if I sign this, guess what? Now this applies to me. Now this applies to me, and that's what he wants to force me to contract with the village of Hobart. I'm not gonna contract with you, and now he's gonna fine me because I don't contract with them. I should have did that with the Green Bay Packers. You better sign me. You better sign me to the football team, and if you don't, I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you for not signing me to the team. That's what it's like. I mean, guys, is this making sense? What do people think? Yeah, they don't give a squat. You're right about that. What are they saying out there?
All I want to say is they don't really care about
So, guys, if you guys are coming to this, family members, if you're coming to Straightway Praise Land for the gathering, we may have issues with the police. So, you shouldn't, but they're already giving me communication threat that there's going to be some issues. Just like when I went to the courthouse. I went to the courthouse thinking I'm just going to sit here deal with a private affair with me and my wife. And
buffering. It always happens after that hour mark.
Okay, so then there's an hour thing. How many people do we have on there?
And they're probably watching. Maybe that's what's been going on.
No,
They've been watching our show.
Yeah. Is it? So how many do we have?
We have 137.
Oh, so we were doing good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Man, what is going on? You gotta find out what's going on with this program.
Bro, every time after an hour does it.
So
I stream Shabbat service every Shabbat for 3 hours. No problem.
Is there anything we can do?